last session we have discussed about the medulla oblongata. This is the medulla oblongata. Next we have to discuss about the pons. See, this is one cerebellar hemisphere, this is another cerebellar hemisphere. These two cerebellar hemispheres are connected by one structure, so that it is like a bridge. The literal meaning of pons means bridge. It is connecting one cerebellar hemisphere to the other cerebellar hemisphere. So this is the pons. Actually, it is the middle part of the brainstem. It is present in between the midbrain above, medulla oblongata below. Here midbrain, okay, and this is the medulla oblongata. Middle part of the brainstem, what is the pons, right? So this pons having anterior surface, it is what you are seeing. Posterior surface is present behind. So here you can see this is the posterior surface. Okay, this is the posterior surface. This is the posterior surface. Then it is having the borders. See, this is superior border. Okay, otherwise you can see here. This is the superior border. This is inferior border. This is superior border. This is inferior border. This is superior border. This is inferior border. This is the anterior surface, and this is the posterior surface. Right? So these are what? These are the presenting parts. These are the different presenting parts. Now what we have to see, where it is located and what are the different relations of it. Right? See, this is the brainstem. No? Brainstem is located in the posterior cranial fossa. See, this is the anterior cranial fossa. This is the middle cranial fossa. This is the posterior cranial fossa. And what is this part? Clivus. This is what we call clivus. So here, against the clivus or opposite to the clivus, brainstem is located like this. Right? If you remove this, now we can see the anterior relations of the pons. See, what is this? This is the dorsum cellular. Okay? Dorsum cellular. And this is what? Clivus. This is clivus. This is the dorsum cellular. Right? In between the clivus and the pons, you can see one plexus. That plexus what we call basilar venous plexus. Here we can see the basilar venous plexus. And you can see one artery also. This artery. This artery, basilar artery. Right? So these are the anterior relations. Very simple. Anterior surface of the pons related with the dorsum cellular, clivus, basilar venous plexus, and the basilar artery. Is that clear? Then coming to the posterior surface relations. See, this is the pons anterior surface. Posterior surface means what? Behind. Posterior to this pons, what is present here? Cerebellum. Right? In between the cerebellum and the pons, one cavity is present. What is that cavity? Fourth ventricle. So, fourth ventricle and the cerebellum are the posterior relations. Posterior relations are fourth ventricle and cerebellum. Now, if you come into the superior border relations and inferior border relations, see, this is the superior border, this is inferior border. This is the inferior border. Inferior border is related with the ICA, anterior inferior cerebellar artery. Right? Then this is the superior border. Here is the superior border. Okay? That means this is the superior border. Right? The superior border is related with the two structures mainly. One is trochlear nerve, fourth cranial nerve, and one artery. That artery is superior cerebellar artery. So trochlear nerve we didn't preserve yet. We preserved the artery, superior cerebellar artery. See, this artery is superior cerebellar artery. This superior border is related to the superior cerebellar artery and trochlear nerve. Right? Now we have seen the what are the different presenting parts and their relations. Right? Now we have to discuss about the what are the different features which are present in the anterior surface and what are the different features which are present in the posterior surface. Right? So if you take the anterior surface, see, this is the anterior surface. Right? In the anterior surface, of course you can see here also. This is the anterior surface. Right? This anterior surface is convex from above downwards, convex from side to side. Actually, the length of the pons is around 2.5 centimeters. 2.5 centimeters. Then In the median plane, anterior surface shows depression here. Is it or not?
Yes.
This depression what we call sulcus. Which sulcus is this?
Basilar
sulcus. This is the basilar sulcus. Within the basilar sulcus, you can see the artery.
Basilar artery.
This is the basilar artery. Right? Within the basilar sulcus, what is present?
Basilar artery.
This is the basilar artery. Okay? It is present in the basilar sulcus. If you observe here, there will be so many transverse grooves are there. Transverse sulcus are there. Right? So this transverse sulcus are grooves. It's looking like stria. Right? So these stria are these transverse grooves and the elevations because of the fibers which are crossing from one side to another side. What are those fibers? Yeah, pontocerebellar fibers. Pontocerebellar fibers. Because of this pontocerebellar fibers only, we can see the transverse grooves. Are you able to see this transverse groove? Can you see that transverse grooves? Yeah, here transverse grooves you can see. Right? So these are the transverse grooves because of the pontocerebellar fibers. Right? Now, see in the anterior aspect, you can see this is a middle cerebellar peduncle. This is a pons. This is a junction. At this junction, there will be attachment of fifth cranial nerve. Okay? If you make one imaginary line just behind the fifth cranial nerve, that will separate the pons from the middle cerebellar peduncle. Right? So here is the attachment of fifth cranial nerve. Right? Now, this side we didn't preserve the fifth cranial nerve. This side we have preserved. This is the attachment of fifth cranial nerve. This is the attachment of fifth cranial nerve. Right? So these are the features of anterior surface. Right? Now we are turning the specimen into posterior aspect. Then we will see the posterior surface features. What are the different features which are present in the posterior surface? See here. This is the posterior surface of the pons. That means it is forming the upper part of the floor of fourth ventricle. It is forming the upper part of the floor of fourth ventricle. Right? Then the features are similar like lower part. See, median sulcus. On either side of the median sulcus, here you can see the elevation. This elevation what we call median eminence. On either side of the median sulcus, this elevation what we call median eminence. Right? Lateral to the median eminence, here vertical sulcus is there. What is this sulcus called? Sulcus limitans. This is what we call sulcus limitans. So above the sulcus limitans, here we can see the depression. This depression what we call superior fovea. This depression what we call superior fovea. Inferior fovea that we have discussed. This is superior fovea. Superior fovea in the upper part, it flattens out and it encloses one pigmented area, blue color pigmented area. Is it visible? This blue color pigmented area, what we call locus ceruleus. Locus ceruleus. This is what we call locus ceruleus. Due to this locus ceruleus, we can find the substantia berezina. Substantia berezina will produce the melanin and the norepinephrine. See here, this is the one side superior medullary vein. Other side, here is the superior medullary vein that I have cut. Here superior medullary vein, here superior medullary vein. Both are united and forming the frenulum here. This frenulum what we call frenulum veli. Frenulum veli. This is frenulum veli. Then in the median eminence, here you can see one oval elevation. Are you able to see this oval elevation? Here you can see the oval elevation. This oval elevation what we call facial colliculus. Facial colliculus. Then if you come lateral to the sulcus limitans, this is the area. This area what we call vestibular area. This vestibular area contains vestibular nuclei and cochlear nerve nucleus. Is that clear? So these are the posterior surface features. Features which are present in the posterior surface. Very simple. See here. Frenulum veli, sulcus limitans, superior fovea, locus ceruleus, facial colliculus, median sulcus, median eminence, vestibular area. Is that clear? And what is this? Frenulum veli. In case of medulla oblongata posterior surface, many features are there. But in case of posterior surface of the pons, very few features are there. This is about the external features of pons.